Hi, my name is Zipporah Mundy. I was kind of thinking about the evolution of how we purchase music today, how we get the songs that we love to listen to. Just kind of reflecting back from when I was younger, I remember listening to the Mickey Mouse Club songs off of a record player in the living room. So I remember records were a big thing, and you'd have to buy records and go to the store and buy them and play them. And I remember how they would how they would skip and how you'd use them. And then from the records became the eight tracks cartridges. They were these big, bulky like things. You probably never seen them before, but they're bigger than cassette tapes. They're before cassette tapes. They were these like square like cartridges that you'd stick into this 8-track machine player. And the thing with 8-tracks is you could never rewind. You'd have to play all the way through before it could start over. And so that was interesting. And then from there became the cassette tape, which was amazing because you can rewind and you can fast forward and you can pause and you can even record on them. That was pretty cool. So cassette tapes started coming out, and then that's how we would buy music. We'd go and buy cassette tapes at stores, and then they had the neat little covers of everything that, whatever you bought. Then from the cassette players came something even more incredible. Is this thin, round disc that we called compact disc, or CDs for short. And then that became the big thing. It was even more efficient than the cassette player. So we started getting our music on CDs, and we had the little CD covers in the cars, on the visors, on the sun visors. And of course, all the cars had the CD players in it. So that became the real prominent way that we bought music. And what could top that? Oh, something even more amazing. The MP3. MP3 file. It's so amazing because with the MP3, it's a file on the computer. It's not even something that you can hold, or it's not something that's tangible you can hold in your hand. It's something that it's on a computer. You can send it through email. And so that became the prominent way, because then, the purchase of CDs started declining because people started buying music through MP3s. And we would go to websites. You can go to sites like Amazon.com or Walmart.com or any other site that has MP3s available for download. You can pay 99 cents or 89 cents or however much a song will cost. Put in your credit card number, request it, and right there you download it. It's instantly on your computer. And so that's amazing. And then you can put it on your phone and any electronic portable device that you have. And so that's like the current prominent way that we get music today. So it's interesting that we've come from this big black thin, this big circle, this big round record, to the 8-track, to the cassette tape, to the CD, and now to the MP3. And so now I'm like, man, what's next? And I guess I'll just have to keep living to find out. But that's kind of the evolution of how we buy music today. And I was sitting here thinking about just how sometimes the old can still be used today. Like there's still people that have an appreciation for records, and they'll like have record players, and they'll want to collect records. And you even see DJs, they're scratching on the records and stuff. And so records are still used today. Some, that's for an elite audience, I guess, an elite group that would be looking for using records. The 8-tracks, I I don't know of anybody using 8 tracks anymore. But cassette tapes, some people still are using them, and they still have the Walkmans. Remember the Walkmans? I remember the Walkmans. I was so excited when I got my first Walkman. But now you have the tiny little MP3 players that can just like slide in your pocket. And you even have cards that are designed now where you can stick a flash drive in them and they will play all of your MP3s from the flash drive. So that's pretty cool. But it's just interesting how some things are totally obsolete and then some things that are classic just kind of lives on, even if it's in, a small way. So, but that's the beauty of classics and the old and the new combined.